look at my daughter full makeup, singing She's in Love with an emo girl on TikTok, and I didn't have no say, no approval. Hey, what do you think? Do you think this would be cool or not? You know what I mean? And I'm the one that made them cool.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are back in the spotlight, clashing over how to raise their daughter. And this time, Kanye's pulling out the big guns by threatening legal action against Kim. The drama kicked off after new photos of North West blew up online, showing her in an outfit that had fans furious. Kanye is now saying if Kim doesn't put a stop to it, his lawyers will. But this fight isn't just about some clothes. It's way deeper than that. Kanye is even aiming shots at Kris Jenner, claiming that Kim and her momager have some twisted agenda for North. According to him, they're not just letting her dress up this way for fun. They're basically turning her into a product to be marketed. That accusation alone has fans in shock, and the conversation online is blowing up with speculation.
12 years old. She's 12. Walking around with a corset, the shortest miniskirt that you could have, and bright blue hair.
The photos that started it all showed 12-year-old North in Rome with bright blue hair, a face full of makeup, a tiny miniskirt, a corset top, and oversized black boots, like she was styled for a nightclub instead of a family trip. Social media instantly exploded with outrage. Kim was slammed as gross, disturbing, and accused of using her daughter like a fashion accessory. The dragging was relentless. Plenty of people are accusing Kim of being so desperate to play the cool mom role that she's forgetting her actual job as a parent. And the criticism didn't stop there. Some even linked it back to the infamous Balenciaga scandal, accusing Kim of putting her brand image above her daughter's well-being. That's when Kanye's defenders came in strong, saying this proves he's been right all along. One fan even joked, she took her Balenciaga collab way too seriously, and she wonders why Kanye was raging about North being exposed online.
Her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, it called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the motherfucker and said, hey, we're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on to whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
Some people say Kanye's got a point, but he's the last person who should be calling Kim out. Fans are quick to remind everyone that this is the same man who objectifies women nonstop, even his own wife, Bianca. And yet he's suddenly the voice of morality? The hypocrisy is wild. And let's not forget one of Kanye's most questionable moves, pushing North into a collab with none other than Diddy, a man caught on camera putting hands on a woman. Yes, Kanye thought it was a good idea to put his daughter in that mix. Back in March, he hyped up a new track called Lonely Roads, Still Go to Sunshine with a caption that read, "New song by Puff Daddy featuring his son, King Comb, my daughter North West, and new Yeezy artist from Chicago, Jasmine Williams." Can you believe that lineup? The song even starts with a recorded phone call between Kanye and Diddy, where Diddy's out here thanking him for taking care of his kids while he's locked up. The whole thing already sounded like chaos. But the fact Kanye put North's name right next to Diddy's had people sick to their stomachs. Fans were side-eyeing hard, questioning why a child was being thrown into the orbit of a man with a disturbing history of violence against women. Kim wasn't having it either. She actually tried to shut the collab down. She texted Kanye straight up telling him he had no right to throw North on a track without her approval. And here's the kicker. Kim legally owns the trademark for North West. That means Kanye can't legally use their daughter's name, image, or voice in any commercial project unless Kim signs off. And she made sure he knew it. Kim even pulled out receipts in her text to Kanye, writing, "I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her." One person has to trademark, but Kanye wasn't backing down. He fired right back, telling her to amend it, or I'm going to war and neither of us will recover from the public fallout. He even dropped the chilling line, "You are going to have to kill me." That right there shows how toxic things have gotten. Two parents so wrapped up in themselves that North's well-being keeps getting lost in the middle. critics say Kim wasn't mad about Diddy being on the track because let's be real, the Kardashians have been spotted at his parties plenty of times. No, what Kim really wanted was control, and all the money tied to North's name and image. Meanwhile, Kanye loves to paint himself as the protector of his daughter's innocence, but fans call him out too. Because how can he claim to protect women while constantly degrading them and defending men with dark histories? Either way, North is stuck between two parents who both thrive off chaos, and people are worried she doesn't stand a chance at anything close to a normal childhood. But this feud didn't stop with Diddy. Kanye blew up again after seeing those viral photos of North in Rome, rocking a corset and miniskirt. This time he wasn't just ranting on social media, he's actually threatening legal action against Kim. A source told Globe magazine that Kanye is furious his 12-year-old daughter is parading around dressed like that, and he warned Kim that if she doesn't put a stop to it, he'll raise hell with his lawyers. Insiders say he's been ranting and raving, accusing Kim of crossing the line and vowing not to let it slide. And here's where it gets even darker. Kanye claims it's not just Kim pushing North to dress this way, but Kris Jenner too. He's flat out accusing Kris of having a sinister plan to mold North into the next Kim Kardashian, hinting at Playboy shoots and leaked tapes down the road. It's a disturbing claim, but knowing Kris's history, fans aren't brushing it off. Remember when Kanye went on that wild rant months back? The one where he dragged Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins with offensive names? In that same breath, he accused the Kardashians of being tied to trafficking. He was especially triggered after North was featured on a track with English artist FKA Twigs, and he lashed out with a shocking post. Kim Kardashian is a whore. I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her video dressing all grown. I would have expected more from Twigs. It's F all you B's. My soul is black. And watch. Y'all won't believe me. You'll just say I'm crazy. And Kanye didn't stop there. He doubled down, blasting Kris Jenner again, claiming she's masterminding a plan to sell out both North and Chicago to the industry. As wild as that sounds, some people point to Kris's past. Ray J himself said Kris not only approved Kim's infamous tape, but even reviewed multiple versions to decide which one would sell best, and allegedly suggested making a third tape. That's the kind of history Kanye's waving around as proof. And honestly, it's no wonder this fight is spiraling out of control. Now think about that for a second. A mother allegedly telling her daughter to film another private tape, then sitting down to watch it like she's some kind of producer, just so she can flip it into a payday. That's not parenting, that's pure exploitation. And with a track record like that, is it really surprising that people believe Kim is now laying the exact same blueprint with her own girls, molding them into brand extensions before they even get the chance to be kids? And don't forget, Kris has been here before. She pushed Kim into posing for Playboy, and later did the same with Kylie. Even when Kim admitted she felt uncomfortable showing too much, Kris allegedly convinced her to do a second shoot and reveal even more. That's the level of pressure Kanye keeps warning about, and it's why he says he doesn't want his daughters spending too much time around Kris. Insiders close to Kanye claim he's convinced Kris is quietly preparing to run the same playbook with North and Chicago, grooming them to be the next Kim and Kylie. Kanye already tried to stop it once when Kim allowed North to use TikTok. He went on rants about not wanting his daughter dancing around online for millions of strangers, but Kim dismissed him as just being controlling. But if Kanye's suspicions are right, this goes way beyond a TikTok account. He believes Kris is slowly pulling both North and Chicago straight into the Kardashian-Jenner money machine, setting them up as the next generation of cash cows for the empire. And with all the past receipts on Kris, people are starting to wonder if Kanye's warnings aren't paranoia at all, but a glimpse of what's really going on behind the scenes. Remember back in June 2020, right before Kim filed for divorce, Kanye went off on Kris over Kim's Playboy shoot? He blasted out, "I put my life on the line for my children that North's mother would never sell her sex tape." Then, in another post, he doubled down, "I put my life on my God that North's mom would never photograph her doing Playboy. And that's on God. I'm at the ranch. Come and get me." Those words still haunt the Kardashian camp today. And honestly, it's hard not to feel bad for North in the middle of all this chaos. Kim is dressing her up like a grown woman for the cameras. Kanye is yelling about protecting her innocence while also putting her on tracks with Diddy. And then there's Grandma, the very mastermind who built an empire off her daughter's image. It's a circus, and North is caught right in the center ring. Meanwhile, she's still just a kid, yet strangers online are dissecting her outfits, critiquing her looks, and watching her every move like she's already a celebrity product. The pressure is insane, and the fight over her future is getting uglier by the day. So the real question is, do you think Kanye is right about Kim being reckless? Or is he just exposing his own hypocrisy with moves like that Diddy collab? And what about Kris? Does she really have a plan to mold North into Kim K 2.0 before she even hits her teens? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is only heating up. Appreciate you watching till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Star Watch for the latest stories and share this video. Next one's coming soon.